Picture this. Right now, in this very moment, you possess the ability to turn life's biggest struggles into your most significant triumphs. But how, you may wonder? Today we're delving deep into the essence of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that has for centuries helped individuals not just endure hardship, but thrive within it, discovering tranquility amid the storm. Think back to a time when your patience was tested or your confidence shaken. How did you react? Did you find yourself trapped by your initial emotions, or did you respond in a way that aligned with your core values and beliefs? This is where Stoicism stands apart. It teaches us to face life's difficulties with bravery, wisdom, and composure. Today's focus is a concept deeply rooted in ancient knowledge, yet incredibly relevant in today's world: the practice of training your mind to respond rather than react. But this idea goes beyond merely keeping your temper in check or staying composed in stressful situations. It's about developing a profound level of awareness, a sense of presence that allows you to navigate life's turbulence with intention and grace. The Stoics, practical philosophers of the ancient world, understood this well. They argued that while we may not control the events that unfold around us, we do control the way we interpret and respond to them. Stoic philosophy urges us to direct our attention to what is within our control, encouraging us to detach from external circumstances and ground ourselves in reason and personal choice. This wisdom serves as a powerful reminder to pause, reflect, and make decisions that are thoughtful and deliberate rather than impulsive and reactionary. But why does this matter? Consider how much stress, regret, and frustration stem from knee-jerk reactions to the words or actions of others. Now, imagine if you could remain steady, thoughtful, and composed, even when everything around you feels chaotic. This isn't just about peace of mind, it's about cultivating resilience, effectiveness, and empathy, qualities that not only improve your life but also positively impact those around you. In this discussion, we'll explore both Stoic teachings and modern psychological strategies to help you develop a responsive mindset. We'll dive into mindfulness practices, learn how to recognize and express emotions in a constructive way, and embrace the Stoic habit of keeping the bigger picture in mind. By the end of this journey, you'll have a set of practical tools to help you pause, assess, and respond with intention, no matter what life throws your way. So, let's begin. Let's root ourselves in Stoic wisdom and harness the power of our own minds to transform our interactions and experiences for the better. The Stoic approach, from reaction to response. To truly grasp the essence of responding rather than reacting, we must enter a mindset where every thought and action is intentional, echoing the timeless principles of Stoicism. The Stoics, those revered philosophers from ancient Greece and Rome, believed that true strength lies in mastering our reactions. They taught that the power to determine our response to any situation is one of the greatest freedoms we possess. Why is this distinction between reacting and responding so crucial? Picture yourself in a high-pressure meeting or facing a personal setback. The natural tendency is to react instinctively, driven by a surge of emotion. While this is understandable, it's often not in our best interest. It can escalate conflicts, damage relationships, and lead to choices we later regret. This is where Stoic principles shine. Stoicism teaches us to live according to nature and reason, emphasizing that every action should be guided by virtue and rational thought. By following this wisdom, we learn to observe our impulses, evaluate them critically, and choose a course of action that aligns with our values and long-term goals. Choosing to respond rather than react means creating space between an event and your emotions. It's about stepping back, not just to observe what's happening externally, but also to assess your internal state. This moment of reflection allows you to weigh your options and select a response that is intentional, measured, and within your control. Importantly, this doesn't mean suppressing emotions or pretending they don't exist. Instead, it involves recognizing them, understanding where they come from, and deciding whether and how they should shape your actions. By doing so, you maintain inner stability and integrity, regardless of external circumstances. But this practice extends beyond personal tranquility. It influences the way we lead, communicate, and build relationships. When we respond with thoughtfulness rather than reacting impulsively, we cultivate respect, empathy, and deeper understanding in our interactions. The art of training the mind. Developing a mind that responds with wisdom instead of reacting out of impulse requires more than good intentions. It demands deliberate and continuous effort, much like the disciplined practices of the Stoics. One of the fundamental Stoic techniques is self-awareness, the ability to observe your own thoughts and emotions without being consumed by them. The Stoics valued deep introspection, encouraging individuals to reflect on their mental and emotional states. When you become aware of your thoughts and feelings as they arise, you gain the power to manage them rather than be controlled by them. This is the first step toward choosing a thoughtful response over an automatic reaction. Another essential practice is pausing before acting, a simple yet transformative habit. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, spoke of the crucial space between stimulus and response, the space where we have the freedom to choose our course of action. A deliberate pause, even if just for a few moments, can be filled with a deep breath, a moment of reflection, or a brief consideration of what virtue calls for in that situation. Through this pause, we consult our inner Stoic, asking ourselves, what would wisdom dictate in this moment? Reframing our perspective is another powerful Stoic strategy. By consciously shifting the way we view challenges, we can reduce emotional distress and open ourselves up to new solutions. For example, rather than seeing a difficult situation as a setback, we can view it as an opportunity to practice resilience and patience. This shift in perspective changes our emotional state and influences how we choose to respond. Moreover, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and release attachment to what we cannot. By embracing this mindset, we direct our energy toward productive actions, responding to situations with intention rather than reacting out of frustration or fear. This doesn't mean becoming indifferent. It means recognizing where our true power lies and acting accordingly. Finally, continuous reflection is key. The Stoics engaged in daily self-examination, reviewing their actions and refining their responses to life's challenges. By adopting this habit, we strengthen our ability to remain calm, thoughtful, and wise in the face of adversity. Conclusion: walking the Stoic path. By integrating these principles into our lives, we do more than just manage our emotions. We cultivate a life of clarity, strength, and virtue. Every situation, no matter how small, presents an opportunity to practice the art of responding rather than reacting. When we make this shift, we honor the wisdom of the Stoics and transform not just our own lives, but the way we engage with the world. So let's commit to this journey. Let's embody the wisdom of Stoicism and train our minds to act with reason, intention, and integrity, responding to life's challenges in a way that reflects our highest self.